So do you imagine if we all get along and not allow our judgment to come between us and to just respect one another without disrespecting everybody? You know, I may be queer, you're straight, I'm Muslim, you're not, I'm white, you're black. You know what I mean? This whole separation, it gotta go. All it does is just separate people, and that we're going back in segregation where everybody had their own crowd, and because nobody wanna socialize and join together based on prejudice, stereotype, discrimination, and it's not cool. And all it does is create anger and fear, and it doesn't solve anything. Like, who cares if you're different than the person? Who cares if his person's pronoun is not what you expect? You know what I mean? Who cares if somebody refers themselves as a pronoun that they prefer to have? It doesn't give you a right to violate that space, you know? And if, you know what I mean? It's like, people need to understand diversity. They need to understand that us as human beings, we all have different spectrum of identities, and all we need to do is just recognize them and respect them without giving people a hard time because they don't look like you, and that's not the norm. Like, the world would be boring if everybody is the same. You know? Not everybody is straight. Not everybody is a Christian. Not everybody is white. Not everybody is, you know, all these social norms. We need to break away from that. We need to break away from that negativity. Break the glass ceiling, you know? And there's so much separation, you know? And it's not cool. At the same time, it's like we want to set the example as human beings that we all love one another. We all respect one another. And we all acknowledge everything around us. You know, we have to recognize that we as human beings, we are on the land of the indigenous land, and nobody's recognizing that important. It's really important to realize that we all need to step back for a bit and realize that, wait a second, let's acknowledge the land that we're on, the indigenous land that we don't own. Let's acknowledge that every one of us was from a different country, and we are here for a reason. Let's acknowledge the history that we all came from. Let's not be bitter. Let's not be angry. Yeah, okay, the European came in and took over the place and stolen people from Africa, black people, us folks from Africa. And it's just, the entire thing is scattered. And I understand why people who are against what I'm saying here, it's not hate. It's just acknowledging the reality of what happened. It's acknowledging the history. And history repeats itself. And even today, it's just systemic and it's just ongoing, and it goes in different ways. And the thing and thing is that nobody is aware of, of the systemic pattern that's happening every single day in our lives, and it's getting ridiculous, and and it's just, we need to wake up. We need to be awake. We need to stop dividing each other, regardless of our, regardless of who we are, what religion we worship, and how different we are. You know, we need to stop the total separation. It's not going anywhere. And I know that I said that before, so I'm being repetitive. But the point is, let's love one another. When I say love, I mean show love, show respect. Be like, I got you. I got you. You get me? Let's just hang out. Let's chill. But if you're gonna be an asshole, if you're gonna be a racist, if you're gonna be a homophobic, if you're gonna be a sexist, if you're gonna be all of those things, then how are you a part of the change? How are you like, I don't understand. How are you giving love if you're acting on this oppressive, languages that keep oppressing people, keep separating people? And we talk about our history so much, but let's talk about what's happening now. And what can we do right now? We as people need to understand that this is a generational thing, and all we can do is look back and figure out how can we change the world. And people who have not experienced oppression need to be allies, and they need to be like, yo, I got you. Could you imagine a world where you don't have any oppression, you don't have to deal with fear every time you step out of the house, regardless of your race, your disability, your sexuality, your gender, however, whatever, all the identities that you have within you, they're all intersect. They all intersect in some way. The intersectionality of your identity. Imagine a world where everybody just come together and just be like, yeah, you're cool, we're cool. Because we have something in common. We all bleed the same color. We all have the same pain. Yet we all have different lives. We all have different experiences. I may be hard of hearing, you may be deaf, you may be hearing. You know what I mean? Let's go on. Let's talk about how do we get along? How can we bring accommodation? How do we be inclusive? How do we understand that the world isn't just white? You have different races. You have different people from different races. You have different people from different cultures. You have, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's not resist the stereotype. Let's resist the norm. Let's resist the hate. And let's just come together. I mean, I may believe in something that you may not believe in, but that doesn't give me the right to hate on you because I don't agree with what you said, or I don't believe in what I don't believe in the lifestyle that you're living. You know what I mean? It does not make any sense. We as human beings me to do better. Every day I'm learning. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not. But if we all come together and really think about the world that we are living in now, this is our future. The youth is our future. Our generation is passing, and it's just constantly changing every single decade, every single day. It's just, we don't realize that that cycle continues. You gotta be awake, folks. Stay woke. Be yourself. Take care of you. Love yourself. Love others. And stop the hate. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.